Free pallets. Ooh. So at work, we recycle everything. When I went to the boss and asked him if I could have some pallets, he said, help yourself. My plan is to use them for some stuff around the shed. As you can see, the snow is starting to melt around here. There's just a little bit left. Although it's still cold outside, the snow is disappearing. So thought it a perfect opportunity to get this stuff out back. A couple of things I want to do with it. One, summer's coming, so I need somewhere to put my kayak for easy access. The kayak's stored at a friend's house simply because it won't fit in here or in the cottage. So they're just up the road here, a couple of blocks away. So I'll be going to get that for summer so that I have access to it right away at home. And what I wanted to do was put it behind the cottage. Right over there, I'm planning on just making some very basic short sawhorses out of the pallets so that I can sit my kayak on there and obviously chain it to the side of the house. So that's the plan. I'm gathering some pallets. I'll be taking them apart and then using the wood to make a couple of sawhorses. In the shed, I'd like to make a small workbench for myself. So I'm planning on using pallets for that. Hey, they were free, and that's always a good thing. So the first thing I want to do is just take the pallets apart and collect all the better wood and just put it in the shed out of the wet. One thing I got to do is make sure I pick up all the nails I pull out. Don't want them lying on the lawn when I'm mowing. So there you go, broken pallet shelves. Really struggled to get the pallets taken apart without breaking the wood. The wood really just cracks really easily. So now that I've put all the shelves together, what I'm going to do now, clean up the wood, just give it a quick sandpaper, then I'm going to stain it and hopefully it'll look okay. As you saw, I've been playing with the pallets. I'm really struggling to get the wood off, get it apart without it cracking or breaking, and I think I've figured it out. I got some wood out of the pallet, enough to do what I was gonna play with, and what I was gonna do is make some shelves for the man cave. I need some shelves just to put up on the wall behind me, out of the way, just to put my stuff. Right now it's all sitting on the floor, you know, all my extra camp stuff, my kitchen stuff and things like that. I just want to put it on the shelves. It's kind of windy. Did you notice? It's been like this for a couple of days now. The weather's been really odd. A lot of wind, cold wind, so that chill factor is really dropping the temperature. And we even had snow last night, but when I got up this morning, it was gone. It's really weird. It gets cold enough to snow at night. In the morning, it's gone because the temperatures are in the 40s. What do you do? Anyway, we all know what's going on right now, and I don't want to get into that. Everybody knows what needs to be done, and hopefully they'll do that. Anyway, just hunker down at the cottage and go to work and come back. And until they say at work, no more, you have to go home, I will go to work and come back and just be safe and stay in the cottage. I've got plenty to do here. I've got wood to chop up. I've got things to make with pallets. And I'm waiting for the construction guys on the other end of the South 40 there to come back, because they have a bunch of 2x4s sitting in a big pile back there. Ooh. And I'm wondering if they're just going to throw them away. If they are, I want them, because that's what I want to use to make me a bench. As you saw, struggling out here like this ain't working for me. Summer's coming, got things to do, got things to get ready for. So this gives me the opportunity to do it. Forced to stay at home and figure out something to do. The shelves, all I wanted to do was a project just to see how working with this is gonna be. And the wood is kind of rough, so that'll have to be cleaned up. And I'm gonna try it right now. What I'm gonna do is I had some sandpaper back there. I need to get stuff. I'm desperate for stuff, and I'm just gonna use this block as a sandpapering block and just get something and just go over it and see if I can just smooth it out a little bit, clean it up, and then stain it and probably varnish it afterwards, because the varnish will smooth everything over, hopefully. That's the plan. I'm going to see what it looks like first before I get to the varnish stage. But for now, just a quick update. Nothing major going on at the cottage. Been working on the kitchen. You saw the paintings my sister sent me, and just been doing little things around the cottage, just stuff that needs to be done, and now I have the opportunity to do it. So I'm hoping that doing this and staining it will give it that rustic look that I want for the cottage, especially in the man cave. That's how I'm going with that. So hopefully doing this is going to work. We'll see. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Who knows? I'm going to need better sandpaper. This is not heavy enough. This is only a medium. I think it's, what is it? It's 120. I need a little bit better than that, but it'll do for this. It just means a little harder work, that's all. So far, this has cost me nothing except my time. And if I can do more projects and make them work and look nice, like the bench, I definitely need a workbench. I'm thinking of making a rack to store my wood that I'm about to cut up, and I've got to put it somewhere, and I don't want it on the ground because it's just going to get wet. So if I can raise it off the ground and maybe put a tarp over it or something like that to keep it, because in summer I want wood and I want a barbecue. Well, I want to sit by the fire anyway. So I have a fire ring, I got to use it. Okay, enough chit chat. I'm going to carry on working on this stuff. Please, people, be safe, be careful, be smart. And if everybody does it right, we can beat this thing. So there you go. After putting the stain on, I didn't go with a varnish. I went with an acrylic just because it's stronger. And it actually turned out better than I thought it would. Considering the wood coming from a pallet, it's not bad. And right now, I think that'll work. That's one up. Not sure where I'm going to put the other one. That'll be the first shelf. Oh, suppose I better put some things on it. So there you go, what you think? Is this stuff going to work? Well, we'll see. So there you go, campers. My new shelf. The cracked pallet shelf. I learned a little bit doing this. And that is, pallets, although they're cheap, reed free, you have to be careful with the wood. You can't just drill a screw in. You need to drill a pilot hole first, otherwise they tend to crack. And I'm pretty sure it's because they're not treated as well as before. But this seems to have worked for me. I'm kind of liking it. Maybe I can use it for some other stuff. So don't forget. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You know the story. And I'm pretty sure I'll be back with something else. It's not like I got anything else to do. Thanks for watching. Bye.